It's me, Dax, also known as Nicole DeBoer. You are listening to Random Trek.
Good morning, good afternoon, and welcome to a timey-wimey episode of Random Trek. I am your freedom-fighting captain, Christopher Ingle, joined as always by my first officer, the man who absolutely loves it when we go back in time and defeat the Nazis over and over and over again. It's Commander Brennan, the Mystical Mar. Brennan, how you doing this week?
Nazis. I hate these guys.
I think that's another franchise.
Well, close enough.
Today we are back at Star Trek Enterprise in the opening 2 episodes of Season 4, both entitled Stormfront. Oh. This came off of the really good, although not given enough credit, Season 3 and the Xindi arc. What did you think of this episode going in?
Well, I've seen this one before.
Mm-hmm.
And I certainly remember, it's Man in the High Castle.
Yep.
Nazis invade America.
Mm-hmm.
And, Captain Archer and the crew going on some wild adventures and teaming up with gangsters in New York to fight the Nazis.
I think there are a lot of factors that this takes from, and we'll talk about its writer, Manny Koto, who plays an important part of this. Mm-hmm. But before we do that, we have some important things that have come up in the Star Trek world. For us, yesterday, our recording day, we're recording this, yesterday, Starfleet Academy, its first 2 episodes premiered. Now, we're not going to spoil anything, but I thought it would be fun before we go into Enterprise. We talk about the future of Star Trek a little bit and what our initial thoughts and feelings are of these first 2 episodes of this brand new series. So, Brennan, what did you think of the first 2 episodes?
I thought they were absolutely delightful.
Mm-hmm.
They really were. And, Holly Hunter and Star Trek, sign me up.
Mm-hmm.
And, yes, I enjoy this new cast. Mm-hmm. I enjoy a few familiar faces returning. We won't say who for anyone who hasn't seen it.
Right.
And this is a really fun, fresh, definitely visually is similar to the recent Star Trek shows.
Mm-hmm.
Like Discovery and things like that.
Yep.
And I just found it to be a delight.
I would concur with that this was so enjoyable. It was a lot of fun. I am enjoying the antagonist. We've met our antagonist, which is really cool. I like him. Paul Giamatti.
Yes.
Paul Giamatti is fabulous. And I found out Paul Giamatti is a huge Star Trek fan.
Paul Giamatti at his most Paul Giamatti, yes.
But I like it. I enjoyed it. And again, we won't spoil it, but there is a scene of him on the bridge of the Athena that is great. It's just cheese. And him opposite Holly Hunter works so well.
It does, yeah.
How your villain can be charming and repulsive at the same time. Paul Giamatti figured it out.
And I won't spoil it. The first scene of this show, that's how you start a show.
Heart-wrenching good.
It just reminded me of the opening of Star Trek in 2009.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's like, we're going to rip out your heart in the first scene.
Yeah, I have a feeling this is going to be really good, and we've kind of already got our core cast of characters, which I like all of them. Even the character that you think is a jerk and you don't like him, already I've grown to like him. Already I like him.
Indeed.
Our resident Klingon, I like him. Our teachers, I like him. Everyone in this cast is so much fun. If there's one downside to it, and I really hope that they're going to clean her up, it's our resident cadet who is not quite human, shall we say? She's a little chipper.
Yeah, a little bit.
And not like Tilly Chipper, just chipper.
Chipper.
There is a reason. And once this season is over, we will include it in the regular rotation, but it won't be until the end of this cycle. But that being said, I'm really enjoying this. This was a lot of fun. The second one was a blast. And we're building on the worlds that Discovery set for us, which I'm really enjoying, and I love it. And I can't wait to see where we go for this and what other legacy things show up and don't show up. And this is just going to be a fabulous show. So I please go watch it. It just dropped on Paramount Plus, 2 episodes worth. And hey, 2 new episodes of Star Trek, it's better than 1.
Indeed it is.
There's the quote for the episode. 2 new episodes, better than 1.
And you will recognize the voice of the Dean over the loudspeaker.
Okay, I found out about this months ago and forgot about it, and then I was listening to it. Let's just say a certain very famous, soon-to-be out-of-work host has a voice.
Yes.
And I love it so much.
Excellent.
Excellent. Yes, it was great. Actually, I will say...
And not to confuse people, it's not Mr. Words.
No. Actually, I just watched this where Giamatti was on his show, and they were saying how good he was and how fun he was, and he was like, hey, listen, you got any gigs? Because I got nothing going in a couple months. So, really enjoying it. But we're going to get off that because we got to talk about Enterprise. We got to go back to the beginning. We got to go back. All right, so, yes, we start out seeing the recap, of course, that Archer destroyed the Xindi weapon. But in the process of that destruction, both Enterprise and Archer end up thrown into Earth's past. In fact, we saw at the tail end of it, a shuttle pod going down to Earth because they can't get a signal from everyone, and they're attacked by P-51 Mustangs. They go back to the Enterprise. And what we find out, Archer is on the planet and is found by, dun dun dun, Nazis.
Yes.
But not just Nazis, but Nazis and aliens in Nazi uniform. That's very mean-looking aliens, too.
Yes.
I don't think we ever got a name of this species, but man, do they look... let's just, for argument's sake, we're going to call them the Red Eyes. Because that is a defining feature.
Red eyes.
There's another movie we need on our...
Yeah,
we need that movie on our list. Are you the Blue Raja?
Yeah, pork's my specialty.
Oh, I love it. Anyway, so what we find is Agent Daniels shows up on Enterprise really looking messed up and near death, and he appears to Dr. Phlox. And he warns...
By the way, Agent Daniels, great story arc in Discovery.
So good. I love Daniels's. And maybe it was thrown in there. I kind of had a feeling, but I enjoyed it nonetheless. Anyway, he warns Phlox and T'Pol that an alien named Vosk, played by Jack Gwaltney, who is the leader of a faction from the Temporal Cold War, has altered the timeline with horrible repercussions. Now, we have seen this kind of plot before. Somebody ruined something, and now it's got to be fixed. I mean, think even to, like, First Contact, where the Borg went back, and now they had to go back and fix
Picard
it.
Season 2.
Picard Season 2. There you go. There's an idea. So, Daniels, with his last bit of energy, brought the Enterprise to the mid-20th century to help end the Temporal Cold War between the factions, including the Federation. Meanwhile, on Earth, Archer escapes from the Germans with the help of some resistant fighters who ambush his convoy. He's wounded, and he's taken to a resistant safe house in Brooklyn. The Germans are basically controlling the entire U.S. eastern seaboard. Nobody knows why. And it's revealed that the aliens, and I do actually think their name is said once, it's the Nakul, but again, it's never said after I'm going to call them the Red Eyes. Just makes it easier. Anyway, they swore an alliance and allegiance to Nazi Germany. So what we find out is that they escaped from Daniels using a stealth time machine. And they've been providing Nazis with advanced weapons technology in exchange for materials, supplies, manpower to help build a temporal conduit that will take them back to their time. Because the stealth tech that they used was only one way. Meanwhile, we meet a familiar face. The Suliban Silic makes an appearance. He's the leader of the Cabal. He boards the Enterprise he's stowed away, and he steals a shuttle pod to fly to Earth. Tucker and Mayweather are then sent to go find Silic after the shuttle pod is shot down. Archer ends up getting in contact with T'Pol using a communicator that they stole from one of the Red Eyes, and manages him and his... we can't call her his girlfriend, but it kind of is. Her name is Alicia Travers. She is the one who's been helping him recover and get better. She kind of plays the Lily Sloan role that was in
that's
First Contact.
She does.
Yeah. And she gets beamed back aboard the ship with Archer, escaping a shootout that's happening. So they get back to the Enterprise. Before dying, Daniels asks Archer to please stop them. Stop them from using the conduit, which could be even more dangerous due to timey-wimey things. If they could stop them from going into the conduit, none of this will have ever happened, and everything will reset the way it's supposed to be. But on Earth, the landing party find the shuttle pad and destroy it, but are captured by the alien and the Nazis for interrogations. So Reed ends up finding through his research where the timeline changed. In 1916, Lenin was murdered, but no one replaced him. And because of that, the Bolshevik Revolution never happened, Russia never went communist, and it never became the threat that it became. So when Hitler was doing his invasion through Europe, Russia wasn't a threat. So instead of going towards Russia, like history says, he focused his energies west. Easily took over the Netherlands, Belgium, and then, of course, France, Spain. England fell, and then the eastern seaboard of the United States. That's where things changed. Okay. Anyway, so they now have the full weight of the Nazis behind them. Vosk seeks an alliance at the end with the Enterprise because the Nazi technology can possibly get them there, but it's really hard. This isn't ideal. Vosk knows the Enterprise is not from as far future as Daniels was in the Temporal Agents, but it's more advanced, and it can probably get them there a lot faster. So he offers a deal. And he says, look, you help me, I help you. It's that simple. Help me get back home, and when I take over, I'll use the technology at my disposal to reset your timeline, putting you back exactly where you're supposed to be. Interesting. But that doesn't work. But Mayweather and Tucker are released. When they get back up to the ship, we discover that Tucker isn't Tucker, it's Silic, and that Tucker is somewhere still on the planet. Basically, Archer and Silic realize they need each other, and they end up enlisting the help of the Resistance to destroy the shields that are around the facility. If they can destroy the facility, they destroy the conduit, the weapon, they destroy everything. But before they can complete their mission, Silic is killed by a guard that is in the building. Archer almost gets shot by a confused Tucker, but quickly realizes they're who they are. When the alien shields get shut down, Enterprise goes in for a point-blank attack and goes down into the atmosphere and blows everything up. And everything we see it resetting. Archer is pulled in with Daniels, and we actually witness the timeline resetting itself all the way up to Archer's time. But Archer says, I don't want you around anymore, Daniels. Leave us alone. And Daniels is kind of like, you know what? You're right. You've done well. I think we're going to be good.
And that's the last we see of Daniels for 1,000 years.
For 1,000 years, that's right. So with the mission completed, Enterprise arrives back at Earth and is escorted home by a mix of Starfleet, Vulcan, Andorian, Tellarite vessels. And that's the end of the episode. Coming home a hero.
Yep, a very similar ending to Voyager, by the way.
So, it's funny that you say that. Because I love the idea of this episode. But the two parts together feel like Manny Koto took elements from a lot of different Star Trek, threw them against a dartboard, and saw what stuck. Because there are elements that I see from many different points in Star Trek history. Whether that was on purpose or not, I don't know. But I kind of don't like it because it's so obvious. What are your thoughts?
It's repetitive, you mean?
It is. I mean, okay. Nazis. We saw this in the original series.
Oh, yeah. Plenty.
We've got to stop time, otherwise things change. Original series, actually, so many things, but original series comes to mind. City on the Edge of Forever. Again, well, the Nazis. Always Nazis. Is what it is.
Always the Nazis.
But I didn't like that. The character of Alicia Travers came off too much like Lily Sloan to me. And the plot, again, almost seemed like it was coming straight out of First Contact.
It's true.
The ending felt like Voyager's ending. This march home. Like, everything felt used before.
Yeah, and definitely Star Trek uses time travel a lot.
I know, and I'm not opposed to using time travel, but let's do it in
And
unique
there's some
ways.
really good episodes.
You know, there are time travel episodes that I adore that I think are the pinnacle. Well, City on the Edge of Forever is a start. That is a great time travel
might be
episode.
one of the best.
The Voyager 2-part, where they went back to LA.
Yes, Future's End.
Yes, Future's End. That is a really good time travel episode.
Very good.
A very good episode. But again, also felt a little like this episode.
Yeah.
Or this episode felt a little like it. Specifically, right as Vosk was about to enter the conduit, and he's like, no! It reminded me of Starling flying the ship into the temporal rift, and Voyager fighting it. Now, we didn't hear him go, no! But I would have expected kind of little sing last-minute heroics and shenanigans.
Yeah.
It just... This is the start of the final season. And it is a continuation.
And
you know,
this season gets really good.
It really does. But this is just like, why? What is this other than, I think, in my opinion, the ending of season 3, it was meant to be this what the heck cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't understand what was going on. I feel like they came up with the idea, with like the hook before they came up with the entire idea.
Possibly, yeah.
And I didn't really like it.
Yeah, I think this is a decent episode.
Mm-hmm.
But you're right, it has been done.
So, and here's the truth behind it.
And of course, the idea of Nazis winning World War II, we've seen that.
Right, and here's the truth behind it. So, the decision to have Nazis attack the Enterprise was something they figured out when they were wrapping season 3. That fits. Brandon Braga says that he can't remember who said Nazis, but they ended up with Nazis. Because if you need a villain, who do you go to? Nazis.
I mean, it's just how it is,
Yeah.
yeah.
He said it didn't feel like it enough, so we made them alien Nazis. Again, I really feel like this is a dartboard thing. Somebody was throwing at a dartboard. Only one scene featuring the Nazis was filmed for the previous episode, and they wanted to resolve it quickly at the start of the 4th season and then avoid a storyline. So this was something...
This does also feel like the Voyager 2-parter.
Yeah, it does. Now...
With the Hirogen, that one.
So, Braga and Rick Berman both took a step back at the end of season 3. They brought in Manny Koto, who wrote this episode, as the new showrunner for Enterprise for its 4th and final season. So Koto gets this. He gets through this Nazi story left over from season 3, and he wanted to connect it to the original series. So he describes the cliffhanger as the one in which characters need to be written out of, but there's no plan to do it. So he makes the decision to switch the story from a pure time travel based one to having an alternate history, thus resolving the temporal Cold War, which was never truly really resolved in my first place. But he ended up writing both the scripts himself.
Well, the time stuff doesn't really make sense, but that's just...
But basically, what this comes to is Braga and Berman and these guys come up with this idea and then bring Koto in and go, here you go, Koto, do something with it. I don't know. It was a little strange for me. And the casting, I did like all of the casting choices.
Yes.
So obviously Daniels and Silic return. Fleck and Winston return.
The guy who plays Vosk is really good.
Right. Now, this is where what was really cool to me. So they brought back people, as Star Trek does, who have been in there before. So one of them had appeared as one of the Vulcans in Carbon Creek.
Yes.
Tom Wright was Tuvix. He is one of them. He played Tuvix.
Yes.
He is another one of the Red Eye aliens. And then Christopher Naomi is from Heroes and Demons on Voyager.
Oh, yeah, and I've known him for years.
Have you really?
There's a very deep cut. Do you remember in the late 90s, during the sort of Command and Conquer era,
Okay.
and having live-action actors in the cutscenes?
Yeah. He's one of them?
Well, in the Star Wars game, Star Wars Dark Forces Jedi Knight, Christopher Neame plays the villain, who's the Sith,
Oh.
in live-action video scenes.
Now that's cool.
And anytime he shows up, I'm excited to see him.
Oh, I think that's cool. But yeah, I mean, they've got good casting
You're right,
for...
Heroes and Demons. He's from there, yes.
They've got good casting, which I like, which I appreciate. But there's nothing for them to do. And they almost feel like mustache-twirling Nazis.
Yeah.
There's no originality to it. This could have been such a good idea. The idea was good. This execution is awful. And it's
or
not...
Or at least, not the best.
I don't know. I just... I went into it wanting to like it, and I'll be honest, I liked part 1 better than part 2.
Yeah, there are worse Trek episodes than this.
Season premieres, though? I mean,
Yeah, that's... yeah, and on that level, yeah.
I don't know. I wanted this to be really good. And I will say, the one that follows these, which so good, Home.
Which
one
I think
for
we've
Home.
covered. I think we've covered.
We have covered it. And what I really love about it is it reminds me of following Best of Both Worlds.
Yeah. Oh, Family.
Yeah, no, yes. Yeah, Family. When you follow Best of Both Worlds and those looks, Home does that. But again, we were coming off of something amazing. This could have been that, and it wasn't. This was the homecoming for them. You know, they have just got beat up to the feet up by the Xindi, won the day, and now they're fighting alien Nazis. This could have been really cool. It
feels anticlimactic.
It kind of does, and we don't really get a time to stop and breathe for them. For there to be any stakes other than the fact of time travel, Nazis, bad. I don't get any other development in these characters. We didn't earn this.
Yeah.
And it was like a fast way to try to resolve the temporal Cold War, which they did horribly with in the first place.
Yeah, the temporal Cold War never made a lot of sense.
This is unfortunately part of why a lot of people don't like Enterprise, is that there's not a lot of consistency within its overall arcs that it tried to set up. If they didn't set up those arcs, if it was just episodic like almost every other Star Trek we've had, I actually think it might have fared better. But they tried to throw in an arc. I'll give them credit. You tried. I respect that. And the Xindi arc was amazing. That in of itself was amazing. But the Temporal Cold War has always left me, pardon the bad pun, cold.
Yeah. However, what this is a great gateway to a whole bunch of great episodes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Season 4 gives us some incredible stuff.
Yeah, Season 4...
Vulcan's Forge, the Augments.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, the Augment Saga, yeah. Yep. Love the Augment Saga. The Vulcans. The Vulcan Saga.
Terra Prime and all that stuff. Yeah.
The stuff with the Anar, when we first meet the Anar and the Romulans. See, like, there were ideas here.
I would have loved if Season 5 had happened.
Romulan War.
Because we have wanted to see the Romulan War on screen for a long time.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So yeah, not the best start to a season, but the season itself, amazing.
Yeah, and we move on, and that's fine.
Unfortunately, not a good beginning and not a good ending to a season.
Yeah, it's... to me... I mean, it's not atrociously awful, but I think the execution of it, where they put it, and what they were trying to do, didn't make it good.
Yeah.
It was misplaced. And I'm not...
It's like the third Hobbit film, where it starts with Smaug.
Yeah.
Being killed, like, at the beginning of the movie, and it's like...
I'm reading The Hobbit with my students again this year, always, right now, and I love it. So
oh,
much.
Yeah.
So much.
Absolutely.
There's a movie trilogy we should review sometime.
No.
Maybe. Or maybe another one that came before it. I don't know.
Yeah, a really good one that came before it. Yeah.
Really good one. Anyway. Yeah, so my final thoughts, honestly, like, this is I really hate to say this, too, because two-parters tend to be very good in Star Trek. This is not. This is on the bottom of my list so far for two-parters.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yep. And for this season, easily the worst multi-parter.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah.
As this is nothing but two multi-parters in this season. Alrighty. Well, next week, we are going to move ahead. So it'll either be Discovery or Strange New Worlds, depending on what the randomizer gives us for Discovery. So here we go. Wheel of Morality, turn. We have the Season 2 finale, Such Sweet Sorrow. That is also a two-parter. Of Discovery. Season 2 of Discovery, Such Sweet Sorrow.
Yes, this is where things get very interesting.
This all gives us something I wanted, which is the Enterprise showing up in combat. Love that. That happens. But also what sets up, ironically enough, sets us up for where we're going with Starfleet Academy. Sets us up.
It does indeed.
I love it. That is going to be great. That is next week. And then the week after, we are taking a look at the war classic, Judgment at Nuremberg.
Oh boy.
It's coming. I'm so excited. Brennan, where can the people find you?
You can find me on Blue Sky, BrennRoundup.BlueSky.social. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube at Page Turners They Were Not.
And you can find me on Twitch and Twitter at CIngle1984. But as always, we end every episode. Kapla! And live long and prosper.
Peace and long life.